Finding out who owns a property is not as hard as it might seem. In fact, I've done it so many times, it's really, really simple. But there are free ways to actually find out who is the owner of the property. Now, hey guys, my name is Dustin Heiner with Master Passive Income, and I would love for you, if you subscribe to this channel, click on that subscribe link, and I could give you so much great ways to invest in real estate. Now, finding the owner of a property is really not that hard. In fact, there's one of the best ways to find the owner of a property is by going to the county of wherever this property is located. And again, I'm going to tell you that there are paid ways, but this is the free way. This is the pro tip way to save a lot of money. Now, if you want to have time saved, you go and pay, but this is the free way. You go to the county. The county assessor is the county assessor, the department that actually assesses the value of the home. The county recorder is the recorder who records deeds and sales. If you go to either one of these departments, or go to the tax collector, if you go to any one of these, and they're usually all almost one and the same, but they really work hand in hand, they're the ones that keep track of where the property is and who the owner is of the property. So I'm going to give you the biggest pro tip is what you're going to do when you're looking for the owner of a property. Don't just send a letter to the address. That's the situs address that they call it. I used to work at the county assessor's office. They call it the situs address. That's where the physical property is located. The owner might not live at that property. It might be a rental property. It might be vacant. They might have moved out, or it might be their grandparents' house that their grandparents have passed away, sadly. It could be something like that. You want to find who actually owns the property. So what we're going to do is and this is a big pro tip, you want to find out the tax mailing address. So wherever the county, the government is actually sending that tax bill, because they're going to want to get their money, their tax money. They're not going to let somebody slide. They're going to make sure they have the right address. You want to find out where the tax bill goes to. If you send a yellow letter, or if you send a postcard, or if you just send a letter to wherever that address is, that's the owner. They're actually going to get that. So that's the biggest thing. You want to make sure you know where the tax bill is going and send a letter to. Now, there are so many other great ways, but that's like the biggest one. If you just go to the county research, and a lot of the stuff is literally online. If you just go to a county website and you look it up, you could potentially even just look up the deeds online and see where the mailing address, you can do everything is really online with the county. So go wherever you are investing in, wherever this property is, look up the county records. You will more than likely find some really good free information there. Now, there are some other great ways. Another really good way is if you actually talked to a realtor. Talk to a realtor and say, I would like to know who owns this property. Do you have any access? More than likely, they either have access to a system that can do that, and they want to sell a property. So you're going to be buying through them. They're going to be making money, but they're helping you find the property, find the owner of the property. So it's another great way is talking to realtors. And if you have a good relationship with a realtor, they know you're an investor, that you're investing in real estate, and that you want to buy properties and continually buy properties, they're going to say, man, yeah, of course I'm going to help you find these other properties that you can buy through me and I can make money. Here's another great way is if you are literally in that area and you wanted to figure out who owns the property, go door to door, like literally knock on the neighbor's door. It's going to be a little nerve-wracking. Be very, very cautious and just say, hey, my name's Dustin. I'm an investor, and I see this property right next to you, like across the street or down the street. I see that it seems like it's vacant, and I'm actually interested in buying it. I want to fix it up. I want to take care of it. I want to make your street look better. Would you happen to know how to get a hold of the owner? Because I would like to do that. Now, it's going to take a little bit more time. You might have a little more uncomfortability, but if you have that, gumption to go talk to the neighbors, you're going to get some gold. Not just who the owner is. You're going to find out everything. Like, oh man, so that guy that owned it, he had his brother-in-law rented out from him. He had parties over and over again. They had drugs in there, or that was a great property. The grandma died, and sadly, they just haven't been able to fix it up and do anything with it, so they want to get rid of it. You would get some great information, like so much better information than you get from the county recorder or anybody else. You're getting firsthand or basically secondhand information, but you're getting information that most people would not get. So don't overlook actually talking to the neighbors. That is gold that you could be able to dig up to find information on that property. And so in having all these free ways to get the property, what you're going to get is you're going to get some great information to hopefully, number one, be able to buy the property. Number two, be able to get the price down lower, because let's say you get some gold, some really great information where the next door neighbor said, hey, there was a drug deal busted inside that house. You might be able to use that to the seller. Hey, seller, I know that there was a drug deal that went sour inside that and somebody might have died, but there's some issues with the police. let me take it off your hands and you have some gold. And also, I have a video on negotiating. I love negotiating. Utilize all this information for negotiating, getting that price down. Check out the video description below on how to negotiate, literally negotiate everything, even from a salary to buying a house. I love doing that. So when you're utilizing how to find other people that own properties, getting their address, sending them cards, even calling them. I've literally gotten, and this is kind of sad, I've literally gotten phone calls from people saying, hey, Dustin, I see you want to sell your house, because I have listed in the past on the MLS. They call me up. I said, well, no, I'm not. How'd you get my number? Well, there's people that have guts that actually do that. I personally would not recommend that. What you can do, though, is send a letter. Literally send a letter saying, hey, I'm interested in buying your house. Would you want to sell? So those are the great ways. My number one way is to contact the county, see how you can get that information. So check out this video right here. Subscribe to my channel. You guys are fantastic. Thank you so much for being here.